What's up, y'all? Episode 2. Today we're going to be talking about something that affects almost everyone, but barely anyone knows they're playing this game. And that's credit cards, not Black Ops 6. I'm not here to tell you to never use one or to go out and open 5 of them. I'm just here to break down my experiences on the good and the bad and how to use a credit card. Let's get into it. The truth is, credit cards aren't evil, they're just tools, and that's it. Just like the gym, you can build your muscle up or you can hurt yourself. It just depends on how you use it. If used the right way, credit cards can help you build your credit fast, earn you rewards, protect your purchases, and sometimes even make you money, like 1 to 5% cash back at certain places. But if used the wrong way, you're stuck in debt, your credit score tanks, and you pay interest on money you've already spent. And that's where most people mess up. Let's talk about the psychology behind this. Credit card companies aren't dumb. They spend billions and billions of dollars in marketing each year. They want you to feel like you're using your card is fun, easy, and no big deal. They know that people spend up to 100% more using cards versus their own cold hard cash. And that's why rewards feel exciting. They're bait. Your airline miles are bait to get you to spend more money. And that's why it's easy to tap your card and not even think about it. In 2023 alone, credit card companies each spent over $12 billion in advertising. Why? Because it works. The average American now has over $6,000 in credit card debt, and that all that interest is money straight into the bank's pockets. Here's where it gets crazy. Let's say you carry a balance of $5,000 on your card at 20% interest. If you make the minimum payments only, you could be paying over $10,000 over the time you just pay the minimum. You're not just borrowing your money, you're paying rent on it every single month. Alright, let me give you an example. Let's say you buy the 2025 Honda Accord for $30,000 for 5 years. 5-year loan. With bad credit, you might get a 12% interest rate. That 12% interest rate is not that bad. I've seen people get 20, 25, 28 even. But for this sake, 12%. That's about $8,000 in interest you'll be paying over 5 years just to get that $30,000. With good credit, you could get about a 4% interest rate, and that's only $3,000 about you'll be paying over 5 years. So just because you knew how to handle your credit score and your credit responsibly, you saved $5,000. Where it gets crazy is with mortgages. So over a 30-year mortgage, having a good credit score can literally save you over $100,000 on interest. So here's a real life example from me. In 2021, I bought my house for $185,000 with a 6.25% interest rate. Because I had good credit, I qualified for that rate, which might not sound amazing, but has saved me tens of thousands of dollars over the life of that loan compared to someone with poor credit. Someone with bad credit might have ended up with 8% or more on that same house, paying an extra $150 to $200 a month easy. So over 30 years, that's about $50,000 to $75,000 just gone. So let's talk about what makes up your credit score. It's based on 5 key things. Number 1, the biggest one, your payment history. It's weighted at 35%. So to keep this one good, just pay your bills on time. Even one missed payment can hurt. You can call the company and ask for forgiveness and they might let it slide. I've done that before. So don't think if you miss one, your life is over. You can call them and try to ask for forgiveness. Number 2 is credit utilization, weighted at 30%. What this is talking about is your credit limit, and so I have like $12,000 on my credit limit, and you want to use less than 30% of your credit limit. So the better you use, so the less money you use on it, like under 10% is the best for credit utilization. You don't want to be spending 80-90% of your credit limit. Length of credit history is number 3, weighted at 15%. Keep your older accounts no matter what. I have a buddy who had an old account and he closed it, and right away his credit score dropped. He wasn't using the card, hadn't used the card in years, but just because he closed it, that was credit history that they could see, and now it's gone. So he lost points for that. Number 4, new credit weighted at 10%. You do want new accounts, but you don't want too many. I would say 3 is a solid number to stay at. Too many raises red flag for them. Last but not least is your credit mix at number 5. That's weighted at 10%. It's having a mix of credit cards, loans, and anything else. Don't have all your eggs in one basket. Make sure it's well played out. Just be intentional where you put everything. This is where your discipline shows up. Here's how I use my cards. I pay them off full every month no matter what. I treat them like my debit card, just with cooler benefits that I might use. I track my spending like I would my cash. And I never use rewards as an excuse to buy dumb stuff. Like if I save 10% on an airfare flight, I might miss out on that opportunity, but I could go to Hawaii with that 10% off flight and spend an extra $3,000 and then be paying 20% on interest. It's choosing your discipline over dopamine. That's what's going to set you apart from the rest. So credit cards aren't good or bad, they're just tools. They can build your future or bury you in debt. That's on you. If this helped, drop a like, comment, let me know what you want to hear about next. We're building discipline one video at a time. Appreciate y'all for watching. See you in the next one.